I'm getting something that's customized to how I'm trying to work with this specific project. And I think that's really, really cool. I animated a ball bouncing inside After Effects without using any keyframes because After Effects now has a physics engine, if you ask for it. Okay, I did use 4 or 5 keyframes on the water ripple here. But the point is, After Effects recently got an AI assistant, and it's super awesome. You can call up a whole bunch of cool functions that After Effects can do. You can ask it to write expressions, which is what I did here, and you can have it build out some really cool functionality right inside your After Effects project. It's helping you just organize and kind of create the project so that you can do what you do best: make really cool animations and motion graphics. A ball bouncing is like a litmus test for animators. So that's what I decided to do here. And I wanted to see if I could use the AI assistant to kind of create this, like I said, a physics engine, something that would allow me to animate a ball bouncing without actually needing to keyframe it. If I was going to do this kind of animation the more traditional way, I would have kind of like a starting point for the ball, likely in the air. It would then fall. I would set a keyframe at the bottom, and then I would start to add in some other properties, such as like a squish and kind of like pool effect to make it feel a little bit more realistic. All of these things requiring keyframes as I'm going. The reason why I wanted to have the assistant create a physics engine was because not just like to do this without needing to keyframe, but also because I wanted to have this ability where I could maybe add things into my scene that the ball could interact with. I could add, I don't know, the shape object here, this rectangle that it kind of bounces against. Because like, if I add in these objects and I'm doing it with keyframes and I want to change something, I then have to change all of my keyframes, all the ones that I previously set. And I just don't want to do that. Something else that I really wanted out of this was to also have sliders and all these other things so I could kind of affect the properties of the ball bouncing, whether it's the gravity or how squishy it is or any of that kind of stuff. I can say like, hey, yo, I need some sliders in here. Can you add that in so I can affect these, like I said, specific properties so that I'm not stuck, again, keyframing. Like the whole point of this project was to get away from keyframing. Like, what can I do to have kind of a more, I don't know, real-time render engine experience, sort of like you get with any of like the gaming engines or any of that kind of stuff, where I could kind of animate freely, focus more on like the, you know, dynamics and the physics and how it kind of feels and all that sort of stuff. And this is doing something that's not like new to After Effects. Like all of what you're seeing here, everything I'm doing is native to the application. It's not creating something new. It's not really doing anything different than like what I would do. It's just facilitating some of the actions, maybe a little bit faster. It's also taking what I'm asking for and kind of like interpreting it. I can't, that's not a hard word. Interpreting. It's taking what I'm asking and it's creating more of like a unique experience. That's what's happening here. I'm getting something that's customized to how I'm trying to work with this specific project. And I think that's really, really cool. You can do almost anything you want with After Effects, but because it's so complex, it feels almost impossible to know everything about it. So to have something inside the application that can help you facilitate actions and knows it so well and so deep, and you can just ask it to help you, is awesome. It's like a huge win. So if you are going to try out the AI assistant inside After Effects, honestly, the first thing you should do is just ask it that complex question that you've never really known the answer to. I know it sounds crazy and it's going to be kind of hard to figure out like, what is that complex question? But like the reality here is, as artists, we always have had some sort of effect or something that we're trying to go for, and we don't know how to get there. This is a great opportunity. Just ask. Be like, yo, what tools do I need to create blah, blah, blah? And just see what it does. It'll kind of build out a comp for you. It might give you some stuff. It may not be able to build what you're asking, but it could possibly tell you what you need to get there. So we started out with this sort of like bouncing ball kind of idea, and I ended with this really cool animation of an eyeball bouncing into this, like I said, fishbowl helmet astronaut guy that's in a, I don't know, burned out office. Like, what is this? An old laboratory? I don't know. Anyway, all I know is that I had a really enjoyable experience creating this scene, and I'm very excited to see what all of you create next. Bye, everybody.